And Goldman is a very different company than Apple, but the two industry leaders have very similar stock prices. John Erlichman is taking a closer look at which name is seen as the better bet. John?
Eric, the closing price for Goldman Sachs shares yesterday, just over $190. Apple's same deal, and that's not the only similarity between these two stocks. Year to date, their percentage returns have been almost identical, basically 125% for Goldman and Apple. We talked to some strategists to get their reaction. Your Landsman of ING said, while the stock price levels might be an anomaly, the year-to-date performance, not so much. These are two standouts in their respective fields. Apple to consumer electronics, what Goldman is to investment banking. And because of the profit potential for these two names, the stock prices have gone along for the ride. Of course, the profit stories over the last 2 years, very different for these two names, which certainly helps to explain the wide gap when it comes to the overall size of these two companies by market cap, $170 billion in the case of Apple, which, by the way, is more than IBM right now, versus $100 billion for Goldman Sachs. And as for the analyst views when it comes down to it between these two names, you mentioned Meredith Whitney coming out with some cautious comments this morning ahead of Goldman's quarterly results. Based on that move, you now have 70% of the analysts who cover Goldman with a buy rating. Still pretty bullish overall on the street. Comparatively, Deirdre, Apple analysts, 85% of them have buy ratings. So for now, we'll give the winning recommendations to Apple overall.